Hello and welcome to Seed & Sparrow Homestead. If you're new around here, my name is Kelsey. Today I have 8 homemade salad dressing recipes I'd like to share with you all. The weather is getting hot and it's getting hot really fast, and the garden is exploding with growth. We've got salad greens coming in, we'll have tomatoes producing soon, and peppers. I've got lots of strawberries coming in. When the weather warms up and all these things start coming in, naturally I shift my focus in the kitchen to making a lighter, more refreshing meals, which leads to a lot of salads. I also do a whole lot of grilling over the warmer months, and I like to use these salad dressings for marinating meats and kebabs, putting on top of pasta salads, whatever your heart desires. So there are a few reasons I choose to make my salad dressings at home. Number one, and the most important to me, I want to make sure we are consuming things that are good for our body, so I get to choose the ingredients and choose the quality of the ingredients. And by purchasing a lot of these ingredients in bulk, I am ultimately saving myself some money in the long run. All of these recipes are very simple. They don't take much time at all, a matter of a minute or two to whip it up. You can prepare it ahead of time, a week or two in advance, and keep it in the fridge. And you can make these to your taste. You don't have to do these recipes exactly as I am doing them. You can change and switch up all of the flavorings, the seasonings. You can switch out oils for the ones that you like, vinegars for the ones that you like. You can make them however you want, which is really nice. And you really can't mess it up. Have fun with it, experiment with flavors, and you might find something new that you really enjoy. So without further ado, let's start making our salad dressings. Now I prepare all of these dressings right in mason jars. I'm a canner, I've got these laying all over the place, so this makes sense for me, but you can use whatever container you want. I store it right in this jar, and I just use spent lids and rings to store it. I also have some of these plastic screw-on lids laying around that I'll use. I know that they make like a pour spout that you can use as well if that's something you would like. I'll link that down in the description for you. I don't have any, I've never used any. This works just fine for me.
And just in case you didn't know, mason jars have these handy dandy little measurement markers here on the side, which makes it even more convenient to use. So today's first recipe is going to be Thousand Island Dressing. And as always, you can find all of today's recipes down in the description below. We're going to start off with a base of mayonnaise. I'm using 1 cup here, and I have finely diced about a 1/4 cup's worth of red onion. You can use whatever onion you have on hand. I'm going to put in 2.5 tablespoons of ketchup and 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, a 1/2 teaspoon of sweet paprika, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Gonna get a lid on here and shake this up really well. And there you have homemade Thousand Island dressing. Next up, I'm going to make some Italian dressing. We're going to start with a base of 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. And to that, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 3 teaspoons of honey, and 2 tablespoons of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, add 1 small clove of garlic minced, 1.5 teaspoons of dried Italian seasoning, pinch of black pepper, and if you like a little bit of spice, want it a bit more zesty, you can add in some red pepper flakes. Moving on to Buttermilk Ranch. I'm going to start with a base of equal parts mayonnaise, sour cream, and buttermilk, about a half cup of each. One-quarter teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed, a 1/2 teaspoon of dried chives, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, some salt and pepper, we're going to give that a good stir. I'm going to work on some balsamic salad dressing next. The star of the show here being balsamic vinegar. We're going to add 1/2 cup to this jar. Add in a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Two teaspoons of maple syrup. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1 clove of minced garlic, and salt and pepper to taste. For our honey mustard dressing, we are going to start with 1 cup of olive oil. To that, add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, the juice of 1/2 of a lemon, three tablespoons of honey, and 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. You could use any mustard that you have on hand. I'm going to add in some salt and pepper to taste and get this one mixed up. Now let's make a fruity vinaigrette. I'm using blueberries here, but you can use 1 cup of your fruit of choice. You can use strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, whatever you'd like. To that, I am adding 1/4 cup of olive oil and the juice of 1/2 of a lemon. Three tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of your choice of a sweetener. I am using honey here, but you could use maple syrup or sugar, whatever you'd like. I'm going to use an immersion blender here to get this nice and smooth. Try and blend up as many of those blueberry skins as possible. Moving on to some Poppyseed dressing, I'm starting here with 2/3 cup of oil, and I'm adding in 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. 2 tablespoons worth of freshly squeezed lemon juice, 2.5 tablespoons of maple syrup or your sweetener of choice, a half teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a half teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds. Last minute, I decided I wanted this to be a bit creamier, so I added in about 2 tablespoons worth of mayo. The last salad dressing recipe I have for you is a Caesar salad dressing without the anchovies. So we're starting off with a base of 1 cup of mayo, and I'm adding in 2 cloves of chopped garlic, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, the juice of half a lemon, two tablespoons of olive oil, and I forgot I needed to blend this as well, so it's going back into the measuring cup. I'm going to add in about a half teaspoon of black pepper and a half a cup of shredded parmesan. I'm going to immersion blend this really well until nice and smooth.
So there you go, 8 very easy to make, quick, delicious, and good for you homemade salad dressing recipes.
Friend, thanks for hanging out with me today in the kitchen. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you feel inspired to go make your own salad dressings for your summer salads, for marinating your meats, for putting on pasta salads, for using as dips, and many other things, I'm sure. If you found this video helpful, would you please go hit that like button? Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And a great way to support my channel is by sharing this video with all of your family and friends. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a blessed week, and I will see you next time. Take care.